What's going on, everybody? It's Joe Giunta with Trend Trading Academy. I'm here to help you trade and get paid. In today's video, I'm going to give you the steps to quitting your job. I've had so many people ask me, how did you know when to quit your job? How did you know when it was time to leave and be a full-time trader? Well, we're going to talk about that today. So before we get to that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Help us get this video out to everybody else. We don't want nobody making the wrong mistakes. Also, don't forget, go to tradinggetpaid.com, get your trading journal, your TGP merch, get the shirts, hats, whatever. We got it. We got you covered. All right. And if you want to become a student, go to trendtrading.academy. Join us and become like all the rest of our students, successful. Join us in our endeavors to do great things in the market, and we all win together. For now, let's roll that intro.
Have faith in your mind, have faith in your grind, invest in yourself, transform in your time. Have faith in your mind, have faith in your grind, invest in yourself, transform in your time. Trade and get paid, trade and get paid, trade and get paid, trade and get paid, trade and get paid.
All right, guys, so let's just jump right into it. We're talking about the steps or the things you need, if you would, in order to quit your job. I've had a lot of people asking me in the comments and inboxing me, even people in TTA asking, how do we know when it's time to quit our job? Well, there's a couple of things you should consider before you do that, all right? So step one, you got to have a job to quit, right? And I ain't trying to be, silly here or too facetious, but the truth is I get so many people on a daily basis that come with their last $30, grocery money and whatever else, and they want to, if I put in my, I just lost my job or I just got laid off and I got $300 left to my name, can I put it in Forex and get rich? This is not for you. Now, there are some stories of people who have done well. You can go and watch Jay Wayne's story and what he did, and it was amazing. I witnessed it. It was awesome. But Jay Wayne is not the rule. He's an exception, okay? He's a beast, and he grabbed it and went for it. I witnessed it, all right? But the truth is too many people are looking for a get rich quick. We're looking for something that we could just do today, tomorrow we got money, we never got to think about it again. Those people never last in Forex, never, all right? It's very, very few people that have come in with that mentality that are still trading today. You gotta go to work. You gotta have a job. You gotta support yourself. You gotta be able to, even the Bible says a man that doesn't work shouldn't eat, right? You gotta take care of business, right? And you gotta be a hard worker. You gotta have work ethic. You gotta, do some things. Hey, look, it's not just come in and trade today and be rich tomorrow. Anybody who's promising you that get rich quick, might as well cross them off your YouTube list, because it ain't real. All right, I made $1 million in 7 minutes. Man, stop all that. That's silly stuff. You have to be committed to a job. Now, so I say step one, you have to have a job to quit, right? That doesn't mean you're not less of a person. You don't have less faith. You're not working less hard, or you're not a lesser trader because you have a day job. In fact, I got more respect for you who go and grind 9 to 5 or X amount of hours a week and come home and grind London at night and whatever. Look, I got respect for you because I did it. I know what it's like. I remember working at property management 50, 60 hours a week, coming home, pastoring a church, having a family, trading London, getting up the next morning at 7 o'clock and going and doing it again. The key with the job is you have to tell yourself constantly, this is not forever. This is not forever. I'm going to grind until I don't need to anymore. So in order to quit your job and become a full-time trader, you got to have a job to quit. Number two, you got to have enough money to support yourself. All right. So what I would tell you is while you're trading or while you're working and doing that, that's fine. Put your money, trade. That's all good. And I would encourage you to do that. However, don't invest everything you have into, never put all your eggs into one basket, right? If you're going to be a Forex trader, which I encourage you to do, because Forex to me is the most powerful vehicle to financial and time freedom that there is. But with that being said, you can't just come in day one, work 40, 50 hours a week, come home at night and drop every dollar you have into Forex and expect you to get rich tomorrow. What I would encourage you to do is, while you're trading, demo or live, to start putting away money. Save your money. If it means cutting your bills down, if it means cutting unnecessary spending down, cut Netflix out, cut Hulu out, cut Xbox Live out, whatever it is, that you need to cut out in order to maintain your bills, then do it. All right? Because essentially, it's not about increasing and having more. It's about living within the means that you have. And so once you are living within those means, now you can increase and let your means, the lifestyle follow, not the other way around, right? You don't want to be chasing a lifestyle. You want the lifestyle to chase you. So put away a certain amount of money and invest a certain amount of money. Make sure your debt, I would say try to be debt free. If you make X amount of dollars a week, if you make $1,000 a week, and your bills are $1,000 a week, well, then you're not making enough money, and it's not really that's not the problem. Problem is you have too many bills. So cut down on what you can spend as much as you can. Not everything is expendable, but as much as you can, and try to put, even if it's $100, put that into savings. Don't go out to eat. Put that money into savings. Don't go and buy this, or watch, Netflix or whatever. Put that money into savings, right? And at some point, I know you say savings isn't making me any money. That's fine. I get that. But some things aren't about making money. Some things are about sustenance and sustainability and longevity. It's recommended that you have 6 months of your entire month's bills in savings before you venture out. And I would say that's pretty fair, but I really think you have to know how long it's going to take you to replace your income. So if you think it's going to take you a year to replace your income, then you ought to have a year in savings of your bills. So that means if your total cost of living is $5,000 for a month, then you ought to have $60,000 in savings before you even think about quitting your job. Okay? Now you say, did you do that, Joe? No, I didn't, but I struggled a lot in the beginning. I struggled a lot, and if I could go back, I would. Okay? I'm just giving you sound advice. Now, these numbers may sound astronomical right now, but man, listen, it really ain't that hard. All you got to do, you got money from trading too. You could be trading and grinding for a year in London, and if you can get that Forex account up into that 60 grand, you get your savings up into, whatever that is, with a combination of all your assets, if you have enough to sustain yourself, then it's time you can start thinking about moving to the next step of scaling forward. But I'm saying, don't just blindly quit a job and think that you're going to get rich off of Forex tomorrow. Make sure that you have, especially if you have a family, you have kids, make sure you have something to sustain yourself while you pursue your next endeavor. Here's the next thing, and this is what really spoke to me when I quit my job in property management. When it was costing me money to go to work, right? So what I mean by that is I was ready to scale, but I didn't have the time. I was trading maybe a scalp or two each night, or maybe a scalp here, a scalp there, because I was so exhausted from work. And I would take a scalp. My account had grown to such a place where I could take a $50 lot size or something, right? And I'm jumping in on a scalp, and that scalp is giving me, let's just say, a $500 payout. I scalped 10 pips, and I made $500. Well, you know what? If I didn't have to go to work the next day, I probably could have traded a little bit more. I probably could have been on a little bit more. I probably could have traded the U.S. session. There's some other things I could have did, but I couldn't because I had to go to work the next day. I had to get some sleep. When it started costing me money to go to work, when I was going to go to work and make $150 to go to work that day, or I could stay home and trade and make $500, right? At some point, it don't make sense to go to work anymore. All right? I hope you understand that. If going to work is costing you money, that might be a good sign that it's time to quit. Next is you feel that certain passion and burden. I remember when I was going to work, I was making good money trading. I was really doing well with my London session, but I would go to work and man, it just wasn't there for me anymore. Man, I just was like, I would go to work and I just did not want to be there. And I'm not talking about, oh, work when it's Wednesday, it's Monday, No. I'm talking about all I could think about was the charts. I was like, man, if I was home right now, I'd be trading, or if I was, whatever that was, or I could be back testing right now. I could be perfecting my trading. Man, it was all I could think about. There's a certain point. There's an old saying that says, strike while the iron's hot. Now, that doesn't mean just, I'm hot for trading, so quit my job. No, you need to have these other things in place too. But don't wait until your passion for trading becomes discouragement because you held on to the job too long, right? Strike while the iron's hot. Sometimes you got to scared money don't make money, right? You got to take some risk. So I'm not telling you go leave your job tomorrow, but what I am telling you is analyze. Are you pumped up? Are you committed? Are you ready to go after this thing? Because if you're 100% committed and you're ready to go, and all these other things line up, now might be the time. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait till you lose a couple trades. Don't wait till you're burnt out. Strike while the iron's hot. And last but not least, I would say talk to people around you who you trust, which you should have that anyway. Go see my other videos about that in your circle. But you should have some people in your life that you trust. Mentors. When you're talking about trading, we need trading mentors. Now, I'm not talking about these money managers and all this fake nonsense you see in the YouTube comments, these fake scammers. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about trading with some mentors, some people that can give you some good feedback as to where you are. People that'll tell you the truth. You may not be as good of a trader as you think you are, or maybe you're 2 months into trading and you've done well, and congratulations to that, but you haven't seen a winter season yet. You haven't seen a December in the markets yet. You haven't seen an election cycle in the markets yet. You haven't took a big blow with an NFP or one of these things that really rock your account. You haven't been through the full cycle of a trader yet. Don't do that. Oh, I won a few trades, it's time to quit. No. Have some mentors, have family, your wife, your husband, your parents, or somebody who cares enough about you to tell you the truth. But not scared people. Your broke uncle sitting on the couch somewhere, oh, that Forex is a scam. Man, stop with that. That's silly. Real people who care and will tell you the truth. Have those people to consult with you. Talk to them. This is where I'm at. All I can think about is trading. I'm at work and I made $150, but I made $500 trading last night. I got some savings. It's not quite 6 months, but man, I got 30 grand in the savings right now. I've been grinding. I'm after it. Have some people to help you evaluate and weigh. Because the Bible even tells us that there's safety in a multitude of counselors. When we have people that will tell us the truth, that's the safest thing we have. Okay? When we have a group of people who care enough to tell us the truth. All right? So that's the last thing I'll tell you is make sure you have some people in your life that are willing to tell you the truth. All right? That is when you know it's time to quit your job. Analyze those things. Talk to people about those things. You have a job to quit. Your savings is stacking up pretty good. You're able to sustain yourself. Maybe you can get rid of this job and take a smaller part-time job that's not really as taxing. That's okay. That's okay. That'll allow you to focus more on trading, right? That's all right. It's costing me money to go to work. Right? I'm passionate about it. Talk to somebody about those things and see if right now is the time. Don't make a rash decision, but don't be scared either. Because if you can find that right time, you can get your time freedom back. All right, guys, there you have it. I hope this video brought you major value. In fact, I know it did, because we're not just giving you some pipe dream here. Forex will make you rich. You never have to do anything again. Man, come on, stop. I'm giving you real steps, real calculated steps on how you can get to that dream, which is really not money, it's time freedom. It's being able to have your time to do what you want with your time. It all comes down to 4 things: family, occupation, recreation, and mission. That's what everything in life comes down to. One of those things is your why. And I'm trying to help you take the steps necessary to get to that place so you can attain your why. All right? If this video brought you value, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Get your merch at tradinggetpaid.com and become a student at trendtrading.academy, because this is what we do. We make money. We empower people to get their time freedom back and empower the people around them. I'll see you in the next video.